Are you using your computer?
Kind of.
Let me sit there. You sit here. Or you want this one?
Did you go to the group cruise page?
Yeah, I'm live. Hold on. What's up, everybody?
Hey, what's up?
Hey, what's going on?
Nothing much. Nothing much. How's your day going?
It's going. Just another day in paradise. We got Jason here joining us momentarily with some exciting news.
Woo!
There he is.
What's up?
Hello, Jason.
Hey, how are you, Esme?
Good. How are you?
Good. We got big vibes. Sorry, I can't talk. It's been a long week. Big vibes down in the chat. What's up, everybody? I'm coming at you now from Kent Island and Annapolis, Maryland. So give me a shout. Look at how beautiful this is. There's like deer. There's a fox running around the other day. What's up, everybody? You tuning in from right now? We got here over 100 people. Thanks for tuning in. Let me know down below where you are tuning in from. Hey, Nino, I see you. You're from Vegas. What's up, Mitch? Thanks for tuning in.
There.
And yeah, we'll get started here in just a few minutes. I want to give a shout out to, we actually have our wet travel Groove Cruise team retreat that we're doing here in Maryland, near Annapolis. And I want to put them on the spot real quick here because they don't know I'm doing this, but what's up? This is Karen. So Karen is our head of captain support. You are the captain on Groove Cruise, and Karen has been with me for 13 years. 13 years. So if you've been on Groove Cruise the last 13 years, you know Karen very well. She holds the fort together and makes the ship float. Does everything. So for captain support, we got Meg over here. What's up to Meg? Give a shout out to Meg. Meg also is in captain support. She's a rock star, just took on a bigger position as our head manager over there. Lisa in the house. What's up? Lisa's our head of operations. How long you been with Wet Travel and Group Cruise?
Oh, I don't know.
10 years?
Going in 10? Probably
10?
10. Yeah.
A decade? That's a lot of putting up with me. And she does all the operations and deals with all the cruise lines and production and sound and lights and lasers and all that fun stuff. And this is the one and only Skeeter Pan. Skeeter Pan in the house. So he's our general director and does everything. Jack of everything, of all trades, and he is the man. Very grateful to have this incredible team putting all this together, and best team in the business. I don't know how on earth we got through COVID and all the challenges we dealt with, but it's because of them over there that made it all happen, and believing in me and believing in the community and all the things that we do to put Groove Cruise together.
Love it.
Thanks, Esme. I love your hair.
Thank you. I actually just did it myself a couple days ago.
That looks amazing. How did you? I mean, this is a whole other conversation. That looks awesome. Can you do my hair too? I want green hair. Get rid of my grays.
You too also have green hair.
Yeah, I hope so. I one day dream to have green hair.
Told you it was going to be a challenge, Esme.
Esme's supposed to be on here to keep me on track, but it might get a little off track because.
Okay. I mean,
good luck.
Green hair.
All right, so we're gonna get into it here. Well, yeah, I'll let you take the floor, Esme, and introduce yourself to the fam.
Yeah. So hello, everybody. My name is Esme, lead content specialist at EDM Maniac. We're partners with Groove Cruise again.
Yeah.
Year number 2, and yeah, we're just going to talk about like some industry updates, some updates about Cabo and Miami and all that goody stuff. So I'll let you take the floor.
And announce a little headliner. Sorry, go ahead. So we'll get into that in a little bit. So stay tuned. We're going to continue along. We'll get into a little headliner announcement for Cabo.
Yep. Super exciting. I'm so excited to like announce it.
If you have any guesses, go ahead. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. If you have any guesses, put them down in the comments below. Who you think the headliner is that we're going to announce? I'll give you one hint. This person has a degree in chemical engineering. Okay, sorry, continue.
You learn something
Most people don't know.
new. So, industry updates.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that.
All right, cool. So one big thing that recently came about just a couple days ago is the testing requirements to come into the United States are gone. So before just a few days ago, you had to take a test to get into the United States from anywhere, and that has been lifted completely. So you don't have to be tested to come back in the United States. CLIA, which is the Cruise Line International Association, is heavily, lobbying Congress and so forth to pass the law so that you don't need a test to come on to cruises. You still do have to get tested 2 days before. Cruises have the most strict health and safety protocols of anywhere you can go, which means it's extremely safe. We had no COVID cases on group cruising in January from Orlando, and that was a huge accomplishment because we were really stressed about that, and it was the height of Omicron, and it was scary to say the least, but we had no COVID cases, and cruises are super, super safe, and that's why I love them. I just feel safer there than anywhere else. So with the lifting of the testing for coming into the US, cruises are the only place that is regulated by the CDC where they have to still be tested. So we'll see if that gets lifted for cruises in the future. Viking Cruises has lifted their testing requirement. That's one cruise line. So we'll see what happens in the future with that. Other industry updates. There's 365 cruise ships sailing right now. So the industry is pretty much full blown, full steam ahead. Norwegian Cruise Line that we're sailing on October 19 to 24 from LA to Cabo is fully, all their ships are sailing safely. And they're one of the big leaders getting through the COVID and all that stuff. And I think that's all I got.
The walkthrough of the ship looks so cool. I can't wait to get on it.
It is.
So for when we get back to, we're going to go a little loop around, and we'll talk about Cabo updates later, but I want to hear more about Miami. What updates do you have for those?
Sure. So Miami is January 19 to 23. I get my dates a little messed up sometimes, but it's January 19 to 23 from Miami to Labadee, which is a private part of Haiti. And it is the most beautiful place that any group cruise has gone to, in my opinion. Super safe, owned by Royal Caribbean, which is owned by Celebrity. We're on the Celebrity Summit. And that ship is 82% sold, and we've got themes coming soon for Group Cruise Miami, and then we've got the lineup coming probably in August is the target date. So themes coming soon, and the lineup coming too for Miami.
Oh my gosh, can't wait to see that. Is it going as great as the Cabo one? We'll see.
We'll see. I mean, it's going to be tough. The West Coast group cruise is our biggest lineup we've ever had on the West Coast. So we have our work cut out for us for sure.
I love the lineup. And Cabo updates. Do you want to do the announcement right now?
All right. So I'll talk a little bit about Cabo, then I'll get into the announcement. But so Cabo, again, sailing 19 to 24 from LA to Cabo, overnight in Cabo. We're on the Norwegian Jewel, which is a newly refurbished, absolutely gorgeous ship. There's 14 restaurants, bars. It's awesome. It's one of the highest rated ships that we used before on Group Cruise was the Norwegian Pearl. It's a sister ship to the Pearl, so it's very similar. The venues on board are phenomenal. The after hours that we're going to have is phenomenal with sunrise and sunset. And when you have the sunset and sunrise, when we get to Cabo with the arch in the background and then the beach party. So we did just announce that the beach party that we're doing in Cabo is at the Mi Cabo, which is probably the most beautiful place there. And it's really cool because You get off the ship, you get onto a tender, you get to the port, and then we have free transportation taking you forward over to the Me. And then we've got a private event at the Me going on. So no outsiders will be able to come in. It's just for group cruisers. You have to come on the cruise in order to get to the party. You can't book a hotel there and get in and like so forth like that. So it's a totally private party. We have an amazing headliner who's going to be performing at that party, and it's going to be amazing. So it's cool because when you're at the Me, it's stunning. They redid a bunch of it. We're going to have 2 stages. One is on the beach, which is really cool because it has like the cruise ship like right there in the distance. So you can see the cruise ship, and then in the distance you've got the arch, and it's right in the ocean. Absolutely stunning. And then there's another rooftop venue that's new called Confessions. So we're going to have DJs programmed up there as well. Cool. And then, yeah, we'll be back on the ship and then back sailing to LA.
That's awesome. I also heard that they have like giant burgers there as well.
At the Me?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, yeah, you're right. I totally forgot about that. Yeah, they have these huge burgers. Yeah, so it's called Taboo, if you're familiar with what's it called? Rosa Negra brands. Rosa Negra is like one of the biggest nightlife restaurant conglomerates in Mexico, and they're now running the Me Cabo. It's pretty spectacular what they've done there. We went there a month ago, 2 months ago, and they've redone it, the Me, and it looks absolutely phenomenal.
That's awesome. I'm super everything I'm just excited about pretty much. It's really it's my first time going on the ship, like
yeah. We're excited to have you. I always love like the Virgin cruisers when they see their face the first time, and like you spent so much getting your costumes together and your hair color right and whatever color you have on your hair, and like you got all this just planning going into it, and you're just so excited, and you're engaging with the group cruise community, the GC fam community going into it, and everybody's so excited. And then you get on board the ship and it's just like mind blowing. There's 9 stages, 80 artists, different hosted stages, different types of parties, beach parties, pool parties, theme parties, and it's really unlike any experience in the world because you've got your hotel room there, and it's literally a 2 or 3 minute walk from any of the stages. You've got a extremely clean place. You've got you want to change your shoes hurt, you want to change your costume, you're literally 3 minutes away from anywhere on the ship. You want phenomenal food, you want a steakhouse, you want a Brazilian steakhouse, you want like a French restaurant, Italian restaurant, any type of food on there is fantastic. It's free. There's also packages that you can get where you can go to the specialty dining restaurants. There's all-inclusive drinks packages that you can get, which is very economical. It's around $100 a day. So if you drink 6 or 7 drinks at minimum a day, it makes sense to get the package. The majority of the ship does get the package, I think about 70% or more. So there's all-inclusive drink packages available, which is very unique in the festival world, if you will. And it's 24 hours alcohol as well, so the drinks don't stop flowing. One thing for the Virgins is sometimes they get on the ship and they're so excited and they go a little hard, pass out a little early. So if you don't pace yourself, then pass out too early, you get up, let's say like 6, 7 a.m., there's a party rocking, absolutely rocking full tilt as the sun's coming up.
That's the beauty of it. Like, just like having a place to go to, like if you want to take a nap or something, like it's right. And like, if you go too hard, you can just like sleep it off a little and then get back to the party. Cause the party's
not stop. It doesn't stop. It doesn't stop ever. So, and also we have an area called Wet Oasis, which is like a chill lounge. There's no alcohol served in this venue, and it's like we've had like pillow cuddle parties, and there's different types of teas and water and meditations and yoga and all that vibe of stuff. Some like kind of desert house is what I call it, music with my buddy Kahil that programs that. They've done tea parties, they've done seminars on like just manifestation and positivity and getting over your challenges and your subconscious and things like that. So pretty transformational type space.
Is that in correlation to the Wet Foundation?
Amazing. I was hoping you'd ask that. That's a very good lead in there. So one other thing about the ship is it has a spa and it has a thermal suite. So you can go in there. It has different types of rooms, different saunas and hammam and all that kind of stuff. So the spa on board is freaking amazing. They've got different types of stuff that you can't get in the U.S., like microdermabrasion. I don't even know, like whatever different things they do in there, acupuncture and all that. But Wet Foundation, thank you for bringing that up. This is a big passion project of mine that I started around 10 years ago. I got to look into exactly when we started it. But so it's a 501c3 legit organization. And basically we benefit the orphanages or kids in the destinations that we go to, underprivileged kids. So we ask all of you coming to bring what they are asking for. So generally it's school supplies, clothing, and things like that. And then we have a bin, and we have a whole process to get it off the ship. We bring those items to the facilities. So when you get to Cabo, if you're interested, you'll meet us at 9:30 in the atrium. We'll obviously email you all this. And then we'll have transportation from there over to the orphanages. There's 2 of them that we're going to be working with. One is called Solimar that we worked with many years ago. And it was a beautiful conversation that we had the other day, because since the time that we went there, we were the first ones ever to go to that orphanage. And since then, they've been having a lot of cruise guests go there, like regular cruises when they stop in Cabo. So we kind of opened that door, and it was really interesting to hear like how grateful they were that we opened the door to a regular cruise flow of people going there to help and benefit. And then the other one is Love for Cabo, is it? Cabo for Love? So I'm drawing a blank. Heart for Cabo. Yes, thank you, Les. Thank you. Yeah, Heart for Cabo. So Heart for Cabo, ran by this gentleman, Rick and Les down in Cabo. They live down there. They've been huge help with organization and helping us down there. And they have a organization. They feed around 150 kids a day. Solimar also has about 150 kids that they feed every day. And we're going to be working with both organizations. So we'll have volunteers that'll go there. We'll meet at 9:30. We'll head over there, be there around 10:30, 11, and then we'll stay there until 1, and then we'll bring you from there over to the Me for the party. So you won't be missing out on anything. And we'll play with the kids. We'll donate the items. We've got games, music, and we'll also do other things. So we don't give money to organizations with Wet Travel. We ask them what they need. So one of them needed a new refrigerator. So we're basically having them send us a link. We're going to pay for the refrigerator. In the past, we've bought gyms so the kids can play on an outdoor gym. We clean up the whole area as well. We'll bring trash bags. We'll clean up the whole community there. And then we'll obviously cook for them, feed the kids and the community and the parents and all that. And then we will, what else do we do? I see Nino on here. He doesn't know this yet, but sometimes we will have Nino, such an artist such as him, go and paint the side of the like do a mural on the side of the buildings. So Kid Wiseman also has done this. So we have 2 amazing artists coming on Cabo, Kid Wiseman and Nino, who we're going to be announcing more with him. He's got some incredible ideas, beautiful soul, this guy. And so having the kids paint the building, we show them how to do it, and then co-paint it with us. So we've done that. And then we've also built roofs. Well, we may actually be building an entire structure for them, like a house for a family. We may be benefiting a family down there. So stay tuned. We'll have more info. I don't want to get too into it. I get super passionate about being able to help the communities that we go to that are underserved.
Yeah, super justified. Like that's super awesome that you are able to do that, and like no one's like making you do that. Like you're super passionate about it. So like that's super you guys are able to do that and like open the door for some of these foundations and things.
Thank you. I really appreciate that. And you know what's interesting? A lot of people go on group cruise to party and dance and music and things like that. The volunteers that come, and we had a record number of volunteers. We had 70 volunteers that went on the last one. The people that go on the Wet Foundation trip say that it's the best part of group cruise.
That's awesome. Well, I'll definitely be a part of that for sure.
Awesome. We'd love to have you. Yeah, we're going to make a big impact. We've got a lot going on for that. So we've got 2 community. Anyways, I don't want to get too into it. If you're interested, coming on group cruise, you'll be getting emails and information, and we'll do a whole post about it and all that kind of stuff too.
And then also something about Facebook frames, I heard.
Oh, so a bunch of people were asking us about Facebook frames. So Facebook used to be able to put like a Groove Cruise frame, and then you could put your photo in it with the frame. We
Okay.
don't. They stopped that, I guess. So if anybody out there listening has a way to do a Facebook frame, let us know, or maybe there's an app, or I don't know. It's not this
Get us up.
technology thing, but it sounds simple. But it used to be where you could go to Facebook, and then we uploaded the frame, and then you just put your profile picture and put the frame, and it was super easy. But it's different now. So if anybody has any idea, please let us know.
Interesting. There's like so many changes to Facebook.
Yeah, it's that's a whole thing. It's so hard to keep up on just everything with social media and TikTok and
honestly, there's like an update every like 2 days.
It's crazy. It's really hard to keep up with, but yeah.
Mm-hmm. Are those all of the other updates before the announcement?
I think so. If anybody has any questions below, pop them down below. But yeah, we'll get into the announcement. So unfortunately, he couldn't join us. He just let me know a few minutes before this that he wasn't able to make it due to a situation. And so unfortunately, he couldn't make it. But he is a chemical engineer. He's from Chicago, one of the originators, one of our GC fan favorites. And he's coming back on board. His name is Green Velvet. Curtis, my boy Curtis. So Curtis is funny because he's the way he does these costumes, and like he gets into Groove Cruise. Like he loves GC Fam and Groove Cruise, and he gets all into it. He's the only artist, I don't even know, probably 10 years that's been able to get me to drink. So I don't drink like the whole month leading up to Groove Cruise because it's just so much pressure and organization, and I'm just like, I'm so focused because y'all have booked these cruises, you've been planning for a year or so. It's a lot of people put a lot of money and effort and time into this, and I just want to make sure that I'm putting my best foot forward. I don't drink the whole month before. I don't drink until the last night of Groove Cruise, except for when Curtis is on board. He gets me this champagne. He's like, oh, just come to my room, we'll have champagne for the campaign. Right. And then it's all downhill from there. So so yeah, Green Velvet is back on Groove Cruise, and if you have seen Green Velvet's set from the last West Coast Groove Cruise that he was on, so go to YouTube, search Green Velvet Groove Cruise. I don't know how many million views are on this thing. I want to say 6 million, 9 million, 10 million. I don't even know, but so many people listen to that. And actually, Green Velvet was telling me this too. So many people listen to that set from Groove Cruise. He's on a cliff in Ensenada, and whether they're pre-gaming, getting ready to go out, or they're after the clubs or festivals, and they're hanging out at somebody's house at a house party or something, they'll put that on the TV and turn on the speakers. So if you ever get a chance, that set is pretty iconic. It was 2017. Thank you, Venom Soundchip. So yeah, that set was really special, and I don't know what's gonna happen on this next one with Green Velvet, but
it'll only get better.
The character, he always brings it. We also have Claude Von Stroke on board, so we'll see how that dynamic works as well. 6.41 million. Thank you, Christine, for posting that. So yeah, those guys are homies. So it's just a family atmosphere on board with those two, and just the rest of the community and the artists. We've got a lot of new artists on board this one. Said the Sky, and what else we got? Gareth. I'm trying to think of who else is on that line up there. Blondish. Ooh, super excited for Blondish. Yeah, we got a lot of new peeps on board this West Coast one, and a lot of hot acts as well. Some that have new albums coming out, or that just dropped new albums. Alien just came out with a new one. Midas has got some new tracks that just came out with Above and Beyond. So yeah, it's kind of interesting. Sometimes people are like, I don't know some of these artists. Like, just go to Spotify, go to Apple Music, whatever, listen to them and watch over the next couple months, because our talent team does such an amazing job. We'll never be able to have a lineup like EDC or Ultra because it's not possible. We've got 3,000 people on a cruise. It's not 300,000 people. Like, the numbers don't make sense. So we're always going to have a lineup that's not like that, and that's more family oriented. People that want to hang out. It's the only event in the music industry where you can actually hang out with the artists. So you'll see Green Velvet chilling at the pool, you know, having a beer or champagne. He doesn't drink beer, champagne. And then you'll see, you know, at breakfast, you might see somebody, and at lunch, you might see some people. And it's cool because it's what I call like just the relationships that are formed, because you see the same people over and over again for 5 days straight. On this particular one's 5 days. And so you really get to know people, and that's so different than at a regular big festival like, you know, EDC and Tomorrowland or whatever, where you see people, maybe you keep in touch, you see them for a minute, and then you lose them, and then it's like, you know, off to the races. Where on Group Cruise, you see the people over and over again, and it's really a tight-knit community, and you share in that bucket list, once in a lifetime experience that you can't really explain to anybody. Like, you can't explain what Group Cruise is like. It's just not. We can show you videos, we can talk to people, but it's just, until you experience it, it's not explainable, if you will.
Yeah, if you know, you know, and you.
If you know, you know. Ask me, what are you most excited about as a virgin? What are you most excited about? I don't know if you.
Oh my gosh, honestly, the themed parties
yeah.
and all of the food. I consider myself a foodie, and
Nice.
unlimited food sounds like heaven to me. Yeah.
Love
The
it.
parties for sure. I love dressing up for a theme, or just like any excuse to dress up. I'm there.
All about it. I love it. Yeah, the girls get so into the themes. I remember a few years ago we did a tutus and ties party, and we are like, oh, the girls are gonna wear the tutus, the guys will wear the ties. No. The guys were wearing tutus, the girls were wearing ties. Like, it was hilarious.
Activity that goes into like making like an outfit for the themes.
The creativity is unreal. There's a Facebook group of crafters on Facebook too, and they're all showing all the stuff. Like, I don't have that like gene in me. My girlfriend Malia, she's amazing with the costumes and creating, and I'm just like, give me a t-shirt and like, I'm out. I'm good. I do like the themes though.
Have you dressed up for a theme?
Yeah, we did oh God, what did she buy for me on the last one? Like Jasmine. She was like Princess Jasmine, and I was like the tiger with the collar thing. She's like pulling me around. Yeah, so we did some fun ones on this last one. But yeah, we get into it. My girl gets into the themes big time. It's a riot.
And what would you say is the best option for food on the tip?
That depends on what you like. So I never eat escargot. I never see it on menus, really. And believe it or not, in the free dining room, so there's great free food on there. You don't have to pay for the specialty restaurants. There is a French restaurant that has really good escargot, but the main dining room escargot is actually really good, like really good. And also, my personal thing, and I've been on 149 cruises now, I think, something like that. So my personal little tip with food is Indian food. And the reason Indian food on cruise ships is so good is because all the chefs are Indian. So they really put their heart and love into Indian food. But there's also a Brazilian steakhouse that's called Moderna, which is awesome. Really, really good. Like, kind of like Fogo de Chao, where they cut the different types of meat and stuff like that. And then Cagney's is the steakhouse, and that has bomb truffle fries.
Yeah.
Bomb truffle fries.
I love truffle fries.
Yeah. Really good burgers and like all that stuff. And probably the most important thing that anyone should know about food on group cruise, and it's the first thing I do when I get on any cruise ship, I go straight to the soft serve ice cream machine. And I pretty much eat soft serve all day. Yeah, exactly. But don't forget, if you do come, there's free breakfast, lunch, and dinner. That's a sit down. So there's obviously the buffet. You can get food in the buffet 24 hours, and it's good food in there. There's healthy options all the time and so forth. But the the main dining room for breakfast is really, really good. It's like a sit down, and it's not a long ordeal. Same thing with lunch in the main dining room. And a lot of people think, oh, it's just the buffet open all the time. Like, no, there's actually legit cooked fresh food in the main dining room all the time, pretty much. So
There's healthy
and
options.
room service is pretty good too. Actually, they have really good chicken soup for room service. So if you're too hungover, order room service, get chicken soup.
Add a little. Nourish the body.
Exactly, nourish the body. Yep, exactly.
And a couple people have been asking how many DJs are going to be on the Phase 2 lineup for Cabo.
Good question. Like 5, 10, 15?
20, 25, 30?
10, 15, 20, 25 more? There we go. 10 to 15 more. Sorry. So we got Green Velvet. We're going to post right after this with Green Velvet. And then the next phase is going to be about 10 to 15 more.
Perfect.
Yep. So that'll be coming very soon. Very, very soon.
I also saw a question in the chat about the pre-party and hotel for the night before boarding.
Yep.
Can you give any info on that?
Definitely. So we're sailing out of the port of Los Angeles, which is in San Pedro. A lot of times people mix that with Long Beach. It's right next to Long Beach. It's like 10 minutes from Long Beach, but it's the port of Los Angeles in San Pedro. So we're working right now on some hotels and pre-party options. We have a really cool one that we are hopefully going to lock in soon. So stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Keep your eyes peeled.
Eyes peeled. What does that mean? Keep your eyes peeled anyway. Where does that come from?
Your eyelids. I don't know. You peel them. I don't know.
Peel your eyes back?
It's not a pretty, imagination. That's not a,
I don't get it.
but it's a saying. And then, when will the Group Cruise Miami 2023 themes be revealed?
Okay, so the themes are coming next month. I got some issue there. Come on. Yeah. Themes next month. Yeah. Sorry. Themes next month for Miami Group Cruise.
And for people who don't know, what are the themes this year for Cabo?
Ooh, it's on our website. Let me pull it up. So if you go to groovecruise.com, they are on there. Under About and
The more you know.
Oh no, I'm sorry. Under Experience Themes. So under Experience Themes on Group Cruise. So we have the pre-party, which is a unity party. Then Wednesday, so we leave on Wednesday. Embarkation is represent. So you can represent where you're from, your city, your work, sports team, represent. And we kind of do that as a non-cheesy icebreaker, if you will. Like the Canadians might all dress in these obnoxious Canadian outfits, or a group of nurses might all dress as nurses, whatever. So just represent if you want Group Cruise, like whatever. Just represent whatever you're passionate about. Maybe it's all your label and you're all excited to see Gareth Emery and you got Gareth Emery's, funny face on your shirt, and that's what you're representing. So whatever you want to represent. And then Wednesday night we have a burlesque and bow ties.
Ooh la la.
Thursday, yeah, that sounds like fun. Thursday during the day we're at sea, and we have Naughty Neon during the day, so that should be fun with the pool deck. And then at night we have Mythology and Moonlight, fairies and all of that. So that's Thursday night. And then Friday during the day when we're in Cabo, Flotation Infatuation. I love this one. So if you want to bring floaties out to the beach party, the pool is beautiful at the Me, absolutely beautiful, and Flotation Infatuation. So I'm curious about this one to see how this turns out. I got some really funny floaties, and we're bringing floaties from Group Cruise too. We'll have a bunch of them, so bring some if you want. Then at night on Friday after Cabo, so the party's going to go from noon until like about 9, and then the night party is going to be on the ship, but we don't actually sail until I believe 7, 8 a.m. Mm-hmm. So the party at night is going to be back on the ship, and that is going to be Visions of the Apocalypse. And then Saturday during the day, we're back at sea. So Under the Sea is Saturday during the day as we sail back. And then Saturday night, we're at Rave to the Grave. That one's going to be interesting.
Love
Rave
it.
to the Grave, yeah. And then the final day, Sunday during the day, we have Woke Up Like This. So wear your jammies, wear your lingerie, just woke up like this. Onesies are popular sometimes. It might be a little hot for during the day, but hopefully we'll have good weather. And then Sunday night, the very final party is Ready Captain One, a kind of a play on Ready Player One, but Ready Captain One, because on Groove Cruise, you are the captain. You are the most important person. You steer the ship. You tell us what themes you want. You tell us what cruise lines you want, what food you want, and the dining, like what artists we book, like everything is about you. You're the captain. You steer the ship. We listen to you. We make updates. Everything is really based around service and making sure that you have the most incredible experience possible.
And I think that's how the Groove Cruise fam is like so like tight knit, you know.
Thank you.
And that
I think that is a big part of it. Yeah, and our team over here, like that makes it all happen. Like that's one of our values, captains first. And we're very customer service oriented. When you call us, we answer the phone. When you text us, we text you back. When you email us, we email you back, and we're always there. So we're always available. We're always there listening to you, and just making adjustments, making things better. If you've got ideas for performers on board or artists on board or ideas for some crazy fire performers in Cabo, which we're going to have, of course you can wear lingerie at Woke Up Like This. Yes. Yeah. I mean, only thing with the Groove Cruise, if you just as long as you have pasties on, you can pretty much wear whatever you want. There's no judgment zone on Groove Cruise.
never.
Come as you wish.
Awesome. Well, that's all the questions that were on our Instagram. If anybody wants questions right now, we'll give it a couple minutes. It's the bottom on the right. There's a little tiny question mark that you can ask.
Oh, cool.
On.
I didn't even know that. Nice.
The more you know. You learn something new every day.
The more you know, I think. Cool. Awesome. Well, I appreciate everybody tuning in. This has been fun, and we got Green Velvet coming back on Groove Cruise. It's time for the percolator. It's time for the percolator. Yeah, you don't want me to sing or DJ.
Someone asked lasers and drone shows.
Lasers and drone shows, man. I've been trying to do that for years. We've had issues with the port, issues with the cruise ship wouldn't allow it, yada, yada, yada. But maybe in Cabo, there is a few things that we're working on, maybe in Cabo. So it's a possibility. It's a possibility for this one. We haven't really had the possibility in the past, but yeah.
And then someone asked, any cruises leaving NYC?
So we did have Groove Cruise 2009. Man, I've been doing this a long time. 2009, that went from New York to Canada and back. And that was amazing, really cool. But we've been trying to go out of New York since 2009. So was that 14, 13 years now? And it just hasn't made sense. So doesn't mean it's not an option in the future. We look at it every single year. There's cruises from New York to Canada, and there's cruises from New York to Bermuda. So it's always on the table. It just hasn't made sense. So.
And then another person asked, see you in Vegas?
Yes, I will be in Vegas. We have a group. Totally. This is great. So next weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, June 24, 25, 26, we're going to be in Vegas. We've got like a Navigate to Groove Cruise takeover of the Sahara Hotel. So we got a Friday night party, a Saturday day party, Saturday night party, Sunday day party, and a whole GC fam get together and all that stuff at the Sahara Asilo pool. And then I forgot the other theater. There's like a theater there. So yeah, it's going to be a great. I'll be flying out there. Skeeter will be out there, and I've got a great lineup. And yeah, it's gonna be amazing.
What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
Exactly.
And someone also asked, any more Groove Cruise merch coming?
So yes, I just saw a deck, and we have another deck of merch coming as well. So yes, there's definitely new Groove Cruise merch coming for sure. I do like these reflective hats though; they're cool. And then we have the Disco Shine hats. We haven't been able to source those though, but yeah, we've been. Oh, we got them. Oh, we got Disco Shine hats coming.
Ooh, woo.
Literally have sent these hats out to every single place and everywhere. Nobody can make them. There's literally one vendor that we found that made the original Groove Cruise Disco Shine hats, and literally still they'll like, oh yeah, we can do it. And then they send us like a mock-up, and it's complete shit. And so yeah, we found a vendor, I guess. So yay, that's awesome.
And then another person.
Yeah, if there's any types of merch
Part
that
of
you want, let us
Groove
know.
Cruise fam.
What was that?
Someone said, it wasn't really a question, but they just said, just happy to be a part of the Groove Cruise fam.
Oh, thank you. Well, we're excited to have you a part of it too. It really is a family. It's kind of hard to explain if you haven't been there yet and kind of had that feeling. But once you're in the GC fam, it's not just a one-time thing. Like, people get together at our Navigate to Groove Cruise. We have another one coming up in Minneapolis, another one in Fort Lauderdale coming up. We have several more that we're working on throughout the United States, and yeah, it's just awesome. Like, we've had 6 proposals and 3 weddings on the last Groove Cruise, so it's really pretty wild. We call it like the love boat.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's really just special how to be part of someone's life moment like that, you know, like that passport stamp. Ooh, can I show? Okay, hold on. Let me see. Let me show you that. What is it? Can you see it?
Look at that. It's a little blurry.
Ooh, a little blurry. Oh, there we go. What a tease. So yeah, that's amazing. So that skull Groove Cruise, not Mayan, but like Aztec, I don't even know, design skull of the Cabo artwork is going to be on a hat like this. Like,
how cool.
So yeah, I didn't even see that. I've never seen those before. That looks amazing. Can you bring soda cans on Norwegian? Yeah, I believe you can. I think it's like a 6-pack or 12-pack or something like that. So check Norwegian's website, or just email captainsupport@wettravel.com, and we'll let you know how many sodas you can bring, or Red Bulls you can bring, or whatever. I think you can bring like a bottle of wine or champagne. There's a corkage fee. But yeah, the Day of the Dead Skull. Thank you. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, that's all the questions that were in the little question bubble.
Cool.
Yeah, and I think that's all time.
Well, I look forward to meeting you IRL. That's me.
I can't wait to pop my Groove Cruise cherry.
Definitely. Yeah, we're excited to have you too, Nino. Look forward to meeting you next weekend finally. And we got a whole bunch of stuff with Wet Foundation with Nino that we're going to be announcing soon, with a new character, a Groove Cruise Otter character, and NFTs. And that's been hitting home too much lately, a lot. So yeah.
Awesome.
Love you all. Thank you so much for tuning in.
Thank you for having us. And
yeah, thanks, EDM Maniac. Thanks, Esme.
bye-bye.